rain is falling, but we will have baseball for you live on MLB Network. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep next. Domingo Germán will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Germán, sneaky, quick fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. His best off-speed pitch, though, is the changeup, and it's an advanced changeup for such a young pitcher. Good mix of pitches. One of the things he does, he attacks the strike zone. When he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
George Springer the next to hit, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in the grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball. We all know he's a really good hitter, and this is probably a good example why. He fell behind 0-2, but knowing they're probably going to try to get him to chase a pitcher's pitch, he got really patient. He's still up against the ropes a little, but he's in a much better position now on a 2-2 count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down is on the money as Joseph nabs a would-be thief.
I think it was pretty apparent he was trying to steal that bag to keep them out of the double play, which the guy at the plate is certainly prone to sometimes. It's always a risk, though, and that time they cut him down.
In is Jorge Soler. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently third in the National League in that category.
Hey, Dero, up steps one of the best power hitters in the game. And actually, he hit one out of the ballpark in his last game.
Yeah, and I hear you talk about all the time they come in bunches for the power hitters, and that's certainly the case right here. Better be very careful throwing anything over the heart of the plate today.
Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full. Kyle Schwarber would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and oh my, hit him with the hind. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler, number 25 for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Lance Lynn is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Digging in now for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-saggers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still trail 1-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're going to get this one in, even if it takes a while. It's coming down at a decent rate as of right now, and it's likely to intensify as the game moves along. The grounds crew is standing by to put that tarp on the field if the umpires call a delay. We'll have to hope that any such halt in the action is short-lived.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. It's not looking pretty, and guys, we'll just have to hope the weather doesn't play too much of a factor in the outcome of this one. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive, so a sweep at home would be extra special.
Popped him up. Ford in foul ground. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Hicks going back, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he's definitely off to a shaky start tonight, giving up 2 home runs in 2 innings. The good news is they were both solo shots. The bad news is the rest of the lineup is salivating in the dugout, waiting for their chance to face him.
At the plate, Nolan Jones. A ball and 2 strikes now. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday.
Oh, and now this ball's in the air to deep right center. Gardner going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting it.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The Yanks do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Last half of the second set to go, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder Giancarlo Stanton.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Now at the plate, Mike Ford. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Pulled toward right center field. Happ will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Batting fifth.
Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Andujar. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. So stepping in, Nick Gordon. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Stanton on the run, and no one will track it down. Well, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
The right fielder, number 4.
Back to the top of the order now. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. 1-2. Here it comes.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hit hard up the middle. Gloved by LeMahieu. On to first, and Rizzo's retired as well. A double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge.
So striding forward now, Jorge Soler. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Standing in, Gio Urshela, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Count is 1-2 now. And he popped him up. Jones into shallow left. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The second baseman, DJ.
1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Hicks on second. Joseph at first. 1 gone. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Tyler Chatwood comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Yeah. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Settling in now, Ian Happ, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers that they...
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Riding in once again, Nolan Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact.
But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Now back.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Stepping up to the plate, Victor Caratini. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1.
Well,
it's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to left. Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
now batting, left fielder
Giancarlo Stanton now comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
No runs, just one hit and one error on the Yankee line score so far. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Standing in, Mike Ford. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. 2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Masahiro Tanaka, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Striding in, Nick Gordon. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. 19th home run for him on the season. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
This is pulled into right. Gardner is there. 2 down. The next Cub up, Jorge Soler. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
5 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And there's ball 2 now. Fouled off. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He's gone 3 for 4. And he takes a called strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They can't chip into that. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Back up the middle. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he popped him up. LeMahieu has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner. Ready for another shot now, Nolan Jones. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Now batting, catcher, pitcher Caratini.
To the plate now, Victor Caratini lifted the other way to left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And the second run will score as this suddenly is now a 7-0 ball game.
Now batting.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Jonathan Loaizaga gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good bottom of the 6th inning now, and that means Caleb Joseph will stride into the batter's box next.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Caleb Joseph becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Gardner going back at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Stanton. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Jorge Soler will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Three-two pitch. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
Hey guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers a knock. That was fun to watch.
Standing in now, Javier Baez, and he fouls this one off. Three and two now. Runners are at second and third with one down. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they just continue to pour it on here. Adam Ottavino enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 0, Adam.
Into the box now. Ian Happ fouled off. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hopped up. Joseph calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Nolan Jones. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ready with the payoff pitch, and it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate, Victor Caratini. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit back toward the mound. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Giancarlo Stanton.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And there's 1 away.
Now back, first baseman.
Dig.
Mark. 4. Now pitching for Chicago.
So with
number 38.
One out, nobody on. Fouled away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Springer. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate now, Gio Urshela. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually get.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. A ball and 2 strikes. The Yankees came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, George Springer, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
The first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like that.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on autopilot, 11-1. Nico Horner will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And that's the second out.
the batter, the second baseman, DJ.
Trey Wingener enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
1-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Baez is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Stepping into the box, Jorge Soler. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Two and 2 to Jorge Soler.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4. And they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth. Will Myers will come on now and pinch run here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1. Here's Javier Baez. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Fouled off. 2 out with the man at first. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So here's the veteran Brett Gardner starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Not shortstop.
Ready once again, Torres. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball even at 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Happ is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Striding into the box, Mike Ford. He went down on strikes last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-1 at the end of this one. Chicago hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Tyler Chatwood earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Domingo Germán was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.